You ever heard the expression, no glove, no love? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey guys, welcome to Last Movie Standing. Today I want to talk protecting your movies and how I go about doing mine, and maybe a lot of you do the same. Maybe a lot of you have been interested in where to find these kind of things and what fits what, because a lot of times the information on these things is kind of vague on what they can and cannot do. And before I get into that, I do want to throw kind of an honorable mention in this thing. And we're not going to talk about this today, but these have become really popular lately, these blockbuster box sets to protect your movies. These are a form of protection, but it's not what I'm going to talk about today. That's for another video coming soon. But today I want to talk mostly these little plastic things, which I really love. And I get these from multiple different companies, for multiple different sets. I don't really believe in the all-in-one thing. I want things to fit custom to my needs in my movies. So I'm going to talk about a few that I get. I wanted to get more. This is kind of a part one because I wanted to get more in from different companies and really show different things, but with the holidays and shipping and all that stuff, I just didn't want to wait for it, to be honest. So let's start off with Vinegar Syndrome, essentially. Vinegar Syndrome sells their own protectors. But I will say, a lot of them, it's hard to know what you're buying and how well they fit. So for example, they have standard regular slipcover protectors, and then they have VSUs. These VSUs look like this. They will not fit the big boys. That's what I thought. I thought these VSU ones were gonna fit these big ones. They don't. I don't really know yet which ones they have that protect these, but it's not the VSU ones. But I really like these VSU slipcovers because I use them for multiple things. Now, they will fit any Vinegar Syndrome one. All my Vinegar Syndrome ones, if I get it, they get one of these cases. And they fit the slipcovers perfectly. Now, Vinegar Syndrome has normal, standard US 12, I don't know if these are 12 millimeter or something, regular cases. But their slipcovers are super thick. It's what we like about them. But they also can fit other things. Now let me show you. These things can also fit your Arrow slipcover, 4Ks, Blu-rays. They fit really, really well. And these are thicker cases with slimmer slips. If you buy Arrow, they're UK, so they come with much thicker cases, and their slips are thinner, very nice, but thinner. But I get these from Vinegar Syndrome for my Vinegar Syndrome slips, for my Arrow slips, and for my steelbooks. So I use the Vinegar Syndrome VSU ones specifically also for steelbooks because I like to keep the J cards too. I'm going to get into another way I used to do these, but before I started just keeping the full cases. So with J cards, some of us love them, some of us hate them. I'm indifferent. It depends on the style. Like, I don't mind these ones. I don't know why they put it at the top. I guess it's like old VHS if you stack it like this, which I don't know anybody who does, but maybe you do. These fit perfectly, and I absolutely love them for that. But before we keep with steelbooks, I do want to stay with Vinegar Syndrome for just one more second, because I did order these new ones, which is kind of what I was waiting to make this video for, because I wanted to see how they looked. But I got protectors for these. These are the I can't even pronounce the name. Nobody can pronounce a stupid name. Cinematograph line. these protectors are nice. They're thick. I like keeping the J card with this because it's numbered. And if you know collectors, you know having that number means something. So, ooh, these are thick ones too. Thick ones, snug. You know, I do like the art on the back. I'm not here to show off movies, but love the art on the back. Some people are like, you know, they don't like J cards, but see, this one is kind of like, oh, the book was hanging out. Nice protected, because when these are on the shelf, guys, you don't want them to just like get torn and damaged going in and out of the shelf, because we pay a lot of money for this shit, you guys. That's why I'm like, these are our condoms, because you're constantly going in and out of the shelves in between movies. Yeah, I'm that channel. And then I got this one with the keep, because this is my first one with like this style box with the cutout right here. And I just want to show you how well it fits. It's pretty snug. But because it doesn't have the J card, it kind of comes out a little easier. But yeah, with box sets, I'm always like, gotta get a protector. Gotta get a protector. The only one I don't have on here that I wish I did was for the big chunky Arrow box sets, but we're going to get into that in like basically part 2 of this, because I got more things coming in. Another company I really love, though, is Retro Protectors. I just fell in love with buying from this company. They do multiple different protectors for different formats, and they ship really fast. Like, very fast. Way faster than Vinegar Syndrome. But I used to just get, like, standard 4K ones, which, hold on, let me pull those up. I just get the standard 4K Blu-rays for my normal slip covers that fit very well, nice and snug. But what I used to do, so before I started keeping more of the J cards for my steelbooks, I used to customize them. I would buy some and I would cut the tops and bottoms off, and I would make my own slip covers for steelbooks and keep the J cards on there. I would basically just cut that top or bottom that I don't really like with a lot of them, and I still am debating if I like them or not. But with steelbooks, these things get damaged, these things get scratched to shit. Like, you gotta protect steelbooks some way. So this is kind of a cool way, which I liked. I don't have a full, it's not fully protected top or bottom with this one, but I have started getting into like just keeping the J cards and putting them in full sleeves. But another option, if you don't want to do that, is just cut the top, cut the bottom where the folds, and you got your own little slipcase, and just tape. I just use double-sided tape and tape the J card to the back, so it gives it more of that feel of just a normal J card, which I really, really like. And if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know how much I love VHS. So Retro Protectors also sells VHS slip covers, which I mostly use for the ones I'm displaying on artwork that are really clean. I also put brand new still sealed stamped ones in these. They just fit so well. Now there are options on Amazon. Like, Amazon's got a few too that I know are popular. Here's my thing. I am not a fan of the little pull tab system that a lot of Amazon ones have. You got the pull tab system and then you undo it. Aesthetically, I don't like it. So I go for the ones without the pull tab, and Retro Protectors usually never have them. But what they don't have are double VHS covers. That's where I go to eBay. I found these on eBay, and that's what I use for my double disc ones. I got a bunch of these, and these fit really nice. Just gives it that extra protection, especially if you have like limited edition ones that you know you want to stay clean and everything. these are really nice. But I will say, they are only, these specifically are only for just 2 discs. Mostly this set with the bottom loading sets are mostly for this. They don't fit double discs like the Titanic that are like 2 with a slip cover, which is essentially our little mini box set. That's exactly what these are. These will not fit. It'll kind of get in there, but it won't close. And you're like squeezing and squeezing, won't fit. So if you get these from eBay, it's really just for the bottom loading ones. And they have tons of different ones. They have like triple packs. They have so much variety on eBay for stuff you can get with that. So experiment with different companies. You know, they're not that expensive, but I wanted to show you kind of like what's out there too. Also, what I get, this is also going back to retro, because retro's got a huge selection of different things. But they're DVD protectors. And I have 2 different kinds. So I got just the regular one, which, you know, I have this, you know, slip for mine. Yes, I still protect DVDs, you guys. Sorry. Like this one, I've shown this one off before, but this has a very unique slip cover. It's a sock slip cover, which I think is really cool. But I don't want it to get dirty. I don't want it to get scratched up putting it in and out. You know. I don't treat my movies like I'm going to the little whorehouse in Texas. Even though Dolly Parton, come on, you guys. But what they also have are ones with slip covers specifically. And they're a little thicker. And what I use these for are more my special edition ones. So like I have this Pulp Fiction, I got True Romance, I got Casablanca. All of them fit in here. And they won't fit in the normal DVD ones either. Now this one does have a slip, but I keep it in a standard one. I don't know if you can really see on here the difference between these two. This case is definitely, here, let me show you. So I have this one, which is a collector's edition, really dope. I wish they would have done this with the new like 4K box set. You know how they have like the cool like original inside art that we all love, but on the outside it's just like this black box, this plain black box. They should have done the cutout. They just don't remember physical media, you guys. They don't remember how awesome that shit was. But just because you have 4Ks and box sets doesn't mean there are other styles of physical media that you can still collect and admire and love and display, like old badass DVDs. Snapcase covers. Now, I use these for 2 different things. You might be like, why are you protecting snap cases? I just did a whole video of my whole snap case collection. But as I said in that video, I'm not keeping all of my snap cases as I'm upgrading to Blu-ray. But there are a few that I love the artwork so much, and I like having like a little piece of DVD history with these things. And they are bigger, they are wider than a DVD case. Much wider. Here, I'll show you an example. These things, it's a little taller. Can you see? I don't know if you can really see the difference between them. Let me see. But this one, you see how it sticks out? A normal DVD this will not fit in a normal case. So you have the snap ones, but you also have, and I've got a whole video about these coming out really, really soon, but these Ultimate Edition ones. I put them in the snap case because these are super fragile. These things will stain yellow and all that nasty stuff. These ones from Universal. I have a whole video on my collection of these coming soon, but I put these in snap case protectors too, just because they fit right. It is a little loose, so I am getting custom ones made for these just to see if they're better or if I like them more. All right, real fast before we wrap this up, I want to kind of show you how to undo these, because some people may get them and think, you know, these things are super fragile. How do I get them right? And also I want to show some come without the protective sleeves on them. And some do. You see how one's clear and one's kind of got a frosty thing. This one, retro protectors, and the ones I get from eBay come with these. Vinegar Syndromes do not. And one thing I also kind of bugs me is they don't label these. So if you buy a bunch of different ones, you're not going to know which one's which. You're going to put them together and kind of guess, which sucks. But that's not here or there. But let me just kind of show you. Now, Vinegar Syndrome ones are a little thicker in how they're pressed compared to like retro protectors. But let me just show you real fast. So basically you just take the ends and I just fold them like left and right, essentially. And then you take the tops, fold them in. I really get the creases kind of put together. These things you can put together super fast. The only part that's a little bit kind of tricky is the top and bottom ones. I go and I crease it just to give it that extra thing. And you got a box. Super easy to put together. Same with these big ones. You take them, you see this is kind of, they're really pressed. You're gonna get them and be like, oh, this is like really pressed hard. How do I get these? You don't have to be that fragile with them. I'm sitting here trying to do two things at once. Okay. It feels like you're putting too much pressure on it. That's okay. You're not gonna break it. You need to get the frame how you want it. So that first step is the initial scary part, and then you got the sleeves and all that. But let me show you how to take this off. So I usually wait. You can do it before, you can do it after. It kind of depends. I don't really remember how I do it. But you just take it and you, oh, I just broke that. But you see how it's clear on the inside once you take this protective sleeve off? So if you get it and you're like, it's not transparent, just peel the sleeves off. Like unwrapping a Christmas present. Or a condom. So these are how I protect my movies from getting damaged. Being a collector for so long, I've seen crazy wear and tear. On movies and TV shows, I feel like I barely watch anymore, but I come back to them years later, I'm like, I don't remember them being this damaged. Like because all it is paper, you guys. And paper squeezed in between shelves and paper and, you know, moving in and out shelves, rotating, like, they're going to get damaged. And especially with the new style of, like, slip covers and things that are more of this foil based, things that more chip away, I really am not a fan of that. I'd rather just give me like a boutique level that's just matte printed kind of a thing than what the studio they're doing with their like foil style art. It chips way too easily. So you're gonna need protectors. But that's just how I do it. Like I said, there's a ton of other options I haven't really experimented with. There's some from Amazon, there's other ones from eBay. My preference is retro protectors and Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome's got a ton of great protectors. It's just hard to find which size really fits what on some of them. But I also have one coming soon on more customizable ones for more, like, how do you protect your Aero chunky boxes? How do you protect, you know, your 88 Films ones? How do you protect, you know, your never-ending story big-ass box set whenever it comes in? Hopefully this week. You know, stuff like that. So I will be making a video on that really soon whenever those come in. But I hope you got something out of this video. And remember, don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.